Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another live edition of Dirty Ass Dumps at Cali Mafia Roundtable. Oh my God, I'm still in my gym clothes, still working out. We don't stop. This is my attire all day. This is it. This is it from mafioso to gym attire. This is the way we rock and roll, folks. I apologize for the appearance. I don't have enough hours in the day. Running ragged, was out all day, bouncing around, doing things, taking care of things, setting things up. And tonight, check in the description below. We will be live with Chris Como, uh, talking about what happened today, what transpired. And I'm not going into it too much tonight. I'm not going to spoil the surprise tonight, but that'll be live on TV. So check it out. Check it out. Let's say hello to everybody. Golf. Good to see you, Cynthia. Raphael, the Bronx. Kathleen, John Haas, the Bronx again. SP, what's going on? Good to see everybody's coming on. Cynthia, oh my God. We'll be on News Nation tonight, folks. Check it out. Check it out. Golf. Good to see you. Dennis, Step, John Haas, Big Arms, Anthony Michael, Kevin. We're just scrolling real quick. I saw Johnny Privalone in the house. Who else? Joseph, R. Cole, Donna, Jersey Shore. What's going on? What's going on? So, folks, it just never stops. Never stops, never ends. Don't forget, check out your OCN, official Crypto Nostra. We will be at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Fort Lauderdale for the crypto conference they have on the 6th and 7th. We have a VIP cabana. Like to see everybody attend. Whoever could attend. But we have our own booth. Now we're going to hit hard in the crypto industry without crypto coin, and that's the way we rock and roll. So yeah. So tonight, wow, I'm just really. I think Chris is a great interviewer. I like his political stance. He's a Democrat, but he's in the middle. He's fair. He's even keeled, and I've always said this prior. So this is, to me, it's an honor to be contacted by him to come on to his TV show. I thought it was podcast. I'm speaking to the producer. They're like, no, it ain't the podcast. I'm asking for a link to put up in the description. And so I'm like, oh, TV. Okay, now I got to shave for this one. I got to put a sports coat, suit. I have to dress the part. I can't be hobo dumb. But all good. It's just it's fun. It's funny. It really is. My day started out, actually last night started out as a disaster. I mean, just with these attorneys, corruption is just unbelievable. They have a license to steal. I mean, unbelievable. I'll go into that story later on. It is just, I can't make this up. Everybody I spoke to, they couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. A reputable firm stealing my money, misappropriating it. Like, are you kidding? Are you joking? Like, oh my Lord, it's ridiculous. And they get away with it. So it's just unbelievable. But it's fun. It's funny today, folks. Just everything that's going on. Look, I have people text messaging me. It's like, Dom, you're on TV tonight. It's like, oh my Lord. But I'm gonna have fun. I'm definitely gonna have fun. And it goes back. The Bonanno crime family. I told you, people, they just stay low. And to have these NBA players involved with card games, listen, if there's a way to make money, they're going to do it. That's all there is to it with the Mafia. And it's just, it's amazing. It's amazing. It never stops. It'll never stop. The greed is too powerful. And everybody loves that allure, the Mafia allure. It's like, oh my Lord. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It really is. On a live. So, yeah, it's just unbelievable. But, you know, in the indictment so far that I know is Our one and only, Michael knows his right hand man. Find out. Find out later tonight. It is ridiculous. Then we have the Gambino guy who I met several times. So with Mickey Boy Paradiso. So yeah, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. And the funny part is you can't, there had to be somebody that had a 2-year investigation from what I've heard. And wow. So somebody was there giving up all the information. People, you young kids out there today, you should be watching because it doesn't pay. Doesn't pay. So what? You might have put a few, if you were lucky, you put a few $1,000,000 in your pocket because everybody has their hands in the cookie jar. And at the end of the day, kids, is it worth it? They're going to go more money for legal fees. They're going to be hit with fines without a doubt. They're going away. They're doing time in jail, so they're away. Your friends who are your brothers in the life, in the mafia, just like the gangs, they forget about you. Once you're out of sight, it's out of mind. And that's it. That's the way it works. So kids, stay away from the streets, stay away from the illegal gambling. Don't think a quick buck is always the right solution. It's not. Because in the long run, you will get caught. It's just a matter of time, especially this day and age. This day and age is so much different. It's so much difficult to do something. If I ever would even contemplate doing anything, you know who I would use? 3 people altogether, 3 people. Me, myself, and I. That's it. That's it. So that means I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Because this day and age, it's just not what it once was. The world is different. Everything's changing. And kids, you can make a lot more money legitimate, legal, through whether it be teaching yourself how to stock trade, going and getting involved with crypto, learn how to code. There's so many options out there, so many options. Look at Facebook. They're starting people out there, hiring some people, but they let 600 people off into the AI business. AI is taking over, but yet they were hiring people at $200,000 opening, and they don't care about a degree as long as you could code. So people, there's a lot of money to be made, especially you kids out there. Just find what you like doing, find your niche and take advantage of it. That's all you can do. And then 10, 15, 20 years from now, you don't have to look over your shoulder. You're set for life at the age of 40, 50 years old, and you do whatever you want. You could buy whatever you want, but just make sure you save that money. Save that money. Put at least 50% after bills. Put it aside. Put it aside for a rainy day, for a business, for a house, for any type of investment that might pop up. Because at the end of the day, nobody will care for you as you care for yourself and your parents. It's usually your parents. All these so-called friends out there, they're not your friends. That's for darn sure. They're not your friends. So tonight we'll just keep it low-keyed again. But this is going to be fun. So check out tonight on Primetime TV, 8 p.m. with Chris Como. So I'll be on. We have Chief Lewis. Hello to you. Good evening. Kathleen. Okay. More people will be dropping. Okay. Oh, definitely, Kevin. This is going to happen, a domino effect. And you know what? Michael Washwoman, bye-bye. Sayonara. You better hope you make it to your trip in Europe, to Germany. We'll see. We'll see. And people, I have no love lost with Michael. And I don't want to see anybody get locked up, but I have no love lost for him. Because to me, he's one of the scurbs in the mafia. And that's just the way it is. So I probably have more respect for Sammy than I do Michael. Okay? And that's telling you the disdain I have for this man. Joseph G. Dom, I'm going to tell Maddie to make you a plate of macaroni. You look too skinny. You know what? It's funny. I weighed today. I was 218 pounds. But when I tell you something, I was doing shoulders and back. When I was going up with my dumbbell, I mean, the striations from my neck, my caps, my chest. I'm ripped. I'm ripping up again, starting to lose my belly. And then we'll We'll do what we have to do. Oh, folks, check this out. Check this out. I got to share this with everybody. We are official Crypto Nostra live on a billboard, our first billboard, and we have to thank Philly Bob for that. Philly Bob, it's wonderful. Let's see. We'll keep on going with it, but check this out. You'll see it. We're on a billboard in Philly. Of course, you want to call. Oh, he doesn't stop. He'll call again 2 more times. And then, Kurt, I'm going to blow you up, Kurt. So he'll be laughing. Dome, why'd you do that? Again, 3rd time. Keep it up. I'm going to tag your last name next time. Ah. Unbelievable. He does it on purpose. He's watching. He's watching. I know you're laughing. Big boy. Much love to you, though. Much love to you, brother. Much love. Check this out. There we go. Should be the next one coming up, folks. Check it out. This is our first billboard. Let's see. Is it? Boom. Check that out. That's our billboard. That's our billboard we're on for 1 month by Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Joey Molino Stomping Grounds. So we're going to have fun, folks. Hey, we got Eric Mann in the house. What's up, Eric? Good to see you. Wise guy. We got Susan, too. So we got our first billboard up, OCN. I told you, we're going to start rocking and rolling. So people, $5, $10, $20, $50, buy your coins today. It's going to go up. It's going to go up. And when we go, it's not going to stop this time. So we're going to put a lot behind it. So, and especially after this event, Eric Trump's supposed to be there. So we'll see. We'll see from there. You never know. You never know. We have a lot to offer with official Crypto Nostra. That's for sure. Let's see. Joseph, very nice. Thank you. Well, we owe that video to Philly Bob. Thank you, Philly Bob. It's greatly appreciated. He hooked everything up. Even the pricing was great. He did it all himself. That's because we're only as good as our family. Our family. We look out for everybody here. And that's what it's about. But people, one thing. You better start looking out for me and hit that damn like button. I got 49 likes, 3 billion people on here. Man, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel. That's all we ask here. Trump pardon Binance. Okay. Johnny says, hello, wise guy Cynthia. Well, hello. They say hello back to you. Let's see. DJ, what kind of fallout will come behind the scenes of this gambling bust? Oh, it's going to be unbelievable. Unbelievable, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I could tell you this, folks. With these athletes, think about it. They're competitive sports. A lot of them gamble. A lot of them gamble. I'll tell you a story. Vinny and myself were in the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas. We went down there. I actually sent money down into the casino. So we had our suites comped. And Vinny, as everybody knows, loves playing his blackjack. So I don't gamble, but I partnered up with him because, again, and I'll reiterate for the new people that are on, I felt if I'm not partners with him and he loses, he's going to ask me to borrow money and I'm going to be in a hole. And if he wins, I'm not going to see any of the rewards. So you know what? I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. So I said, you know what? Let's just be partners. So he agreed. So all the winnings, we split. All losses, I was going to incur it anyway with him. We incur it together. So this time he's with his wife, Angela. She's down there. I'm with a friend of mine. And he goes to the high rollers table, which it's 5,000, 10,000 a card and better if you get the permission. So we're at the high rollers table. Who's right next to us? Michael Jordan, and I think Charles Oakley's with him. And he has a massive, massive bodyguard. So we're all dressed up, sports jackets. Jordan's there, cigar in his mouth. He's betting. We have our own table. Vinny's betting. But the best part about it, and I was glad, every time we went to the table, while I was there, Vinny was up. So after 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, I'm like, might be up 60,000, 40,000, 30,000. It was no more than 60. I clip. I'm like, Vin, come on, let's go. I'm just saying it because I know it's going to follow. I know Vinny's, if it was Vinny and myself, he's not leaving. He's not leaving that table till he's broke. Not leaving. His wife is with him. So Ange goes, Vin, listen to Dom. Listen to Dom. Right away, he gives me a look like, oh, you dirty mofo. I'm like, hey, let's go. Cash is out. And then we would go back. But this went on for 3 or 4 days. I left. I might have had, after spending money, whatever, I left, I'd say 90, maybe a little bit more, but around $90,000 up. That's not counting the cash I came down with. Went down with about 50,000. We had about another 150 in the cage. So my 150's in the cage. My 50,000's in my pocket, plus I have about another 90. So now I'm thinking, how the hell am I getting through customs? Anyway, I got through customs. Oh, that's another story, but I'll tell you that in a minute. So I leave. Vinny's up. Vinny's staying down 3 more days. Lo and behold, Bo, I need money. Okay. What do you need? Wire him down some money. I'm home already. I got home. You went through that already within 1 day. Gone. He tried pulling the credit line out. He was with me. Rooms are still under my name. They wouldn't give it to him. So I wired him down money. I said, okay, here's money. It was only maybe 20,000, 30,000. Angela was on him. But every time I couldn't believe he lost everything. But that was Vinny. He enjoyed that. But the funny part is, I'm going to the airport, give my friend some money to hold. Like I have a ton of cash on me. So how am I getting through this? So as they're looking through customs, lady looks at my license, looks up at me. At this time, it was only a license to the Bahamas. Goes in the computer and she's studying. She looks. So I turned around. I said, what is it? The manslaughter conviction or the drug conviction in Fort Lauderdale, Florida? So she says, oh, the drug conviction. I says, okay, that was conspiracy for 2 keys and blah, 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 blah. She started laughing. I said, I'm not taking any drugs. I learned my lesson. She laughed. She said, go ahead, go. But I was like, oh my God, if they would have caught me with all that cash, that would have been, I could have shown, they could have pulled the records from the casino, but oh my Lord, that would have been a headache. But it was fun. It was fun. I had a lot of fun with Vinny. But as soon as I came back, broke, lost all the money. And I was like this, phew, I'm glad I left because every time I said, let's go, Angela chimed in, Ben, Dom's right. And he kept on looking at me. He goes, Bo, that's messed up, Bo. And for those of you who don't know what Bo means friend, pal, buddy. Just like Molino says, cugine, same thing, friend, pal, buddy. Kumpi, same thing. It's an Italian slang, street slang for friend, my brother. That's what that means. Chicky, what's up? Good to see you. Vinny was the best MCC. Vinny was the best MCC Manhattan 2006 with Alex Rudai. LOL. He called me Bo. LOL. Yeah, Chicky. Vinny was hilarious. Till this day, I do miss him. It's sad. Hopefully, he'll get a retrial, which he should get. It was entrapment without a doubt. And I would definitely testify to that. Everything I know that Joe Messino did behind the scenes. So, MR40 Scratch, what's up? Goodfellas and Casino is continuing, but Irishman movie is a fraud. True, I didn't like that either. I think it could have been a lot better, but I didn't like it. I'm into the Hoffa history, but that's not true with his disappearance. The Departed is not true either. Excuse me. Whitey Bulger. Listen, I like the Mafia movies, Goodfellas, Godfather 1 and 2, the best. Hands down the best. Also, Once Upon a Time in America is another good movie. Sopranos was a good series. I enjoyed that. I'm enjoying Tulsa King. Yes, it's far-fetched what's going on, but it's very entertaining and it's conceivable. It's conceivable. So, without a doubt, especially in today's unorganized crime families. But we'll see. And I'm not going to go into too much of it. Who we have? Tammy, Cynthia, I don't know what you look like. Okay, we're going into that. It's not for me. Step, I had to put this life on television, having huge problems with live on mobile. Well, then you got Dom live on your TV coming at you tonight, 8 p.m. Chris Como, Dom Sicali. Uh-oh, yin and yang, two different worlds colliding. Let's see how it goes. But I'm sure it's going to be fun. I'm sure it's going to. I actually thought it was his podcast. I didn't know it was his news channel on TV. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this because when you do look up to somebody, I respect him. I respect him as a reporter. To me, he hasn't shown bias. He might have an opinion about something, which is you have to respect everybody's opinion, but he's fair. When he sees things are way out of whack, he brings it in. Let's bring it into the middle. So I like that. Robert says, Dom, who is the informant in Dwight's crew? Who's the informant in Dwight's crew? You know who it is? Dwight himself. Dwight himself. You know why? He's talking to the feds. He's working with the feds. So, but we'll see how that implodes at the end of the day. That's the best way to put it. But you know what? A lot of mafiosos, it was said Lucky Luciano was working with the government at one time, giving up. They said a lot of the old timers were giving up their adversaries so they didn't have to have gun battles in the street. So who knows? Who knows how true it is? And I wouldn't put it past them. It's a treacherous and fruitful life. So we'll see. Chris, senior mortgage banker. I respect your honesty and ability to be humble and fair. Even if it goes against you, you stand on truth. I try. I'm human at the end of the day. I make a lot of mistakes, Chris. A lot of mistakes. I'm far from perfect. Sometimes I don't even follow my own advice. And I realize it at the end of the day. But, you know, like I said, we're all human. See, Maddie, I said human. We're all human at the end of the day. And it's difficult. It's difficult. Even more so for me. I'm going to tell everybody what this attorney just did to me. An attorney. OCN, okay? OCN Lending Company. What I did was, and last night, I went ballistic in this house. Totally like unhinged, screwed off my head, like just really over the top. This morning, same thing. That's how much it's eating me up inside. And I'm trying to hold back. It's difficult. It's that difficult. But what happened is I have a conversation on June 30th with this lawyer who's in a major law firm. I'm not even going to mention it yet. In a major law firm. We have about a 10-minute conversation. I'm telling her about OCN loans, what I want to do, how I want to do it in all the states. She said, okay, let me do a conflict check to see if there's any conflicts of she represented somebody I had a problem with. So she does the conflict check. It comes back. It's clear. On July 6th, I signed the engagement agreement with the law firm. And I'm supposed to send, with that, to fulfill the engagement, $5,000 deposit. Sits in escrow. I sign it. I call my other attorney, Mara, who's my basically in-house attorney. And I told her, I said, Mara, listen, I'm not comfortable right now. This lady's fee is $850 something an hour. And that's way too much. So Mara says, okay, you know what? Why don't you just call her, let her know? I says, I will. When I'm ready to engage, I will. But in the meantime, I'll wait. So she says, okay. But when you're ready, give her a call, explain it to her. She'll probably lower her rate. I said, all right, cool. The only communication I had with her, she sent me the retainer. I signed it. She replied, thank you. That's it. That's it. That's in July. August, September, October, haven't heard from her. August 20th, which just passed, I send an email. Hi, Bet. This is Dominic Sicali. I'm not sure if you remember me, but we engaged in a conversation about OCN loans with Mara, and I mentioned her last name. And then I says, by the way, on August 8th, I sent a wire into your account, but it was labeled, it was for 70, say 7,500, I'll round it off, $7,500. And it was labeled invoice number, Eric Jacobs, bankruptcy, E.G. Vaca, Dom Sicali. I put it in the memo and I put it in the notation. So they had to see it when it came in. Eric Jacobs does not work for that law firm. So what are they supposed to do technically, folks? What's supposed to happen? It's supposed to go back. They see wrong account, wrong lawyer. Let me send it back to sender. They know this. She responds 2 days later on the 22nd. Hi, Dom. By the way, look at the invoices below. Look at the invoices below. I think we washed it out, so we don't have to send you back any money. I look at one invoice. Mind you, I signed the engagement agreement July 6th. She billed me in July 2nd, July 3rd for research. And then after I signed the engagement agreement, July 6th and July 7th, no, July 7th, July 8th. Altogether, that was $1,000. Okay, not bad. But what are you billing me for? We didn't even go into the type of work I needed done. I went into what I was looking to do, but she's doing all research for what? Why? Who gave you the authority to even start without discussing it with me? After she did nothing the rest of the month of July, she did nothing in the month of August until August 13th. I get charged 2 times, August 13th, August 13th, August 15th, August 16th, 16th, August 18th, 18th, August 20th, and 20th. All bills. Came out to $6,000 something. I'm like, nothing after that August 20th date billing, and nothing the whole month of October. Never sent me an invoice, never told me what she was doing. I have no clue what the hell they did. It just says research, research, research. $8,000 for research. Didn't have a conversation with me, didn't approve anything, didn't tell me I owed any invoices. Are you kidding me? If that's not theft, this is what these lawyers get away with. So I sent a scathing email, CC'd the people in the law firm to oversee that. I told them I want my money back in 7 days. Otherwise, we're going to do a bar complaint, ethics committee, and I'm going to file charges, criminal charges for stealing my money. If something was sent, that's like here, I get $1 million sent into my account right now. And in the notation, it says for Elon Musk buying 6 Teslas. And I take that money. I know I'm not Elon Musk. I know I don't have a Tesla dealership. I know I'm not selling Teslas. I know I don't own a Tesla. But I take that money. What is that? That's stealing. Same thing. Eric Jacobs does not work for this law firm. It says bankruptcy, and it says E.G. Vaca. E.G. Vaca. Doesn't say OCN Quick Loans. E.G. Vaca. She represents, the engagement was OCN Quick Loans. Could you believe that? She had the audacity 2 days later to respond to me. Oh, Dom, here's the invoices you have. Never sent me invoices. Never said I owed them any money. Could you believe that? But they get away with it. That's why all this has to stop. This is really getting totally out of hand. But back to the title. Michael, bye-bye. Bye-bye. I don't think your boy's going to hold it. I really don't. I really don't. If he does, he does. But doesn't look good, Michael. Doesn't look good. And who knows what other sins he's going to give if he does go. So you might be going for a while, Michael. Yes. So, Cole, they extorted you. Wow. Lawyers are thieves. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, it is ridiculous. How are you going to bill me and not even tell me? Like, wow. Wow. It's just unbelievable. Dom, the check has to be endorsed. It wasn't a check. It was a wire transfer. I wired it into the account. So they see on the notation, you know, they knew Dom Sicali, but they knew who I was, But so they saw the name, but they didn't see the company. Company was E.G. Vodka, Eric Jacobs. So it was specifically designated to a specific lawyer, specific invoice, E.G. Vodka. That's criminal. They're supposed to send that back knowing they don't represent E.G. Vodka, knowing Eric Jacobs doesn't work there, and knowing that invoice number does not match any of theirs. And they're not bankruptcy attorneys. It said bankruptcy attorney. So with that, I'm just blew up, especially when I read in her email last night, well, we're going to wash it out because, and it gets even better. What they billed me for research was to the exact penny. To the exact penny. Are you joking? But what research did you do? Where's the research? They didn't even tell me anything. All I saw was we checked in Florida and blah, 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 blah. It says I don't need a license because it's under $500. Really? I could go hit AI and ask AI to do that. You're going to charge me $8,000 for that? It's crazy. It's crazy what they get away with. But God forbid we do it. Italian with the vowel at the end. That's it. Organized crime, racketeering, lock everybody up. It's crazy. Timothy O'Reilly, thank you for the contribution. People, hit that like button. Come on, give me 100 likes tonight before I sign off. Chris, senior major banker, Dom, in your opinion, does Vito Guzzo trust work with his half-brother Anthony Guzzo, who Panini goes hard on for being lame weak? Listen, all I know is Vito Guzzo till this day is a gangster's gangster, out of his mind from what I heard. I don't know about his half-brother. Panisi, I have no idea with him. You know, he's probably listening to the angels that speak to him, come down from heaven and tell him, cooperate, cooperate, cooperate. You know, who knows what's going on in his mind. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know with that one. Cynthia Dom, okay. Yeah, it is awful, Cynthia, without a doubt. How do people sleep at night? I know I didn't sleep. That's for sure. I did not sleep. I was out of bed 1 o'clock, went downstairs on the couch. I was listening to New York debate with the mayor's race. And you know what? Gotta give it to Sleewood. He said a lot of things I like. Quick, sharp, and I really don't care for Sleewood too much. I want to see Como in out of the three. I think he's the best choice for candidate, but Sleewood did impress me. That's for sure. Giant Privilone Dom, do you think Ernie is going to sing? I don't want to wish that on anybody, but yeah, you'll hear it tonight in the interview if I'm asked. I'm not going too much with what happened, but check it out. Check it out. Come support. Come support. Guzzo is the real deal. Yes, he is, without a doubt. Jonathan, do you know any of the guys caught in the NBA scandal? Chauncey Billups and the other guy, no, I never met him. There's a few NBA players I do know. I know personally. I have them in my phone, but and I'm not going to mention their names because I'm not going to affiliate their names with this scandal. That's not going to happen. Chris says to John, senior mortgage banker, to Johnny Privilone. From what I've learned, Vito Guzzo is the real deal. Absolutely. Holyfield, without a doubt. And it sounds like Anthony is far from that. There's nothing wrong with that. Vito Guzzo, from what I heard, is a homicidal maniac. Gangster's gangster. People, you don't have to be like that. And for you kids out there, do not idolize people like that. Or idolize people like myself in my past. It's not a good look. Even though, yeah, you have respect on the street, but respect for what? Once you're locked up, they forget about you. They forget about you. So where's the respect? If you respect somebody, you respect them if they're in front of you or if they're not in front of you, if they're not around. If you're their friends, you stick by them. And you don't have that in the streets. You do not. So stay away from the streets. Stay away from all the BS. It's not worth it, guys. It's really not worth it. Giant Privilone. Yes, I know Anthony. Guzzo is still the real deal. A-Light was also the real deal. Okay. People, we're going to start wrapping it up. I got to get ready for tonight's show, 8 o'clock. Check it out. Chris Como. we'll be rocking and rolling on the show. So check it out. 8 p.m. prime time with Chris Como. It's in the description below. Check it out. Hope to see everybody there. Well, I won't be seeing anybody there. It's on TV, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll go into the Mafia, and then I'll go more in depth whatever topics I didn't touch on the show. It's not my show. He's going to be asking me questions, and we will then take it from there. We'll take it from there. Hopefully, I'll be able to elaborate and to go into things. So, Johnny Privalone, what does he say? I idolize you now for who you have become and preserved. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. Johnny, I'll start with you. Have a wonderful evening. See everybody tomorrow. Johnny, Chris, Scully, Chief Lewis, Gulf, Cynthia, Susan, Step, Ryan Brown. Let me see what Ryan Brown says. Dom, reading the indictment I saw for the poker games. Dom, I saw two names, Joe Lenti and Angelo Ruggiero Jr. Do you know either of them? Angelo, I know. Lenti, I don't. So, good night. Thank you for that. Rossi, Johnny Privalone, Cynthia, Tammy, good night. Donna, Step, Mikey. Hope everybody likes the interview tonight. Ryan Brown, R. Cole. Tell your friends, tell your families, check it out. We're going to be rocking and rolling prime time without a doubt. Everybody have a wonderful evening. See everybody tomorrow live at 5. Peace out.